On today's Pardon My Take, we have a twofer for the people, sending you into what most people will have as the holiday week. July 4th coming up. We have Keegan Bradley, fresh off his Travelers Championship. And then we have Pat Friermuth, tight end from the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're also going to do Mount Rushmore of heavy machinery. Basically, if you ever wanted a Mount Rushmore of just dudes sitting around being like, yeah, that's pretty sick, this Mount Rushmore's for you. Billy was very excited about it. We have our movie review Friday of The Heat, starring Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy. And we also have Firefest of the Week. Great show for everyone. It is sponsored by Bowlero. It's the world's largest owner and operator of bowling centers with over 325 locations throughout the United States, currently located in 34 states. Bowlero is known for reinventing one of America's oldest pastimes in a new and unforgettable experience with modern and beautifully designed venues, expansive arcades, premium signature cocktails, and a creative menu. Now, we're here to introduce the Barstool Bowlero Invitational, this summer's most anticipated event. Joining the Invitational is easy. Simply enter your name and visit any Bowlero near you and bowl for your chance to be entered to win one of our ultimate prizes, including limited edition Barstool bowling gear, an event at any Bowlero, and the ultimate grand prize, which includes tickets to the big game and the basketball finals, plus a trip to the Barstool Bowlero Invitational Finale in Chicago on August 9th. The fun doesn't stop here. Enjoy a guaranteed spot on the lanes when you reserve a lane or book an event at Bowlero near you. Visit Bowlero.com using promo code Barstool for 15% off your next lane reservation. This offer is only valid through August 31st. You could come to the Barstool Bowlero finale in Chicago August 9th if you enter to win. So visit Bowlero.com/Barstool to learn more about the Barstool Bowlero Invitational starting July 12th. Participation is open until July 23rd. No skill is required. All participants have an equal chance of winning. To find a participating center near you, visit www.bowlero.com/Barstool. That's BOWLERO.com/Barstool. Enter and you could be with us for the finale of the Barstool Bowlero Invitational on August 9th in Chicago. So go check it out. We had a great time when we went to Bowlero. It's a great place to go, date, place with your friends, whatever, maybe take your kids in the afternoon. Whatever you want to do, Bowlero's got it for you, Bowlero.com. Go check it out right now, Bowlero.com/Barstool. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Pardon My Take. Today is Friday, June 30th. And boys, we had a perfect game.
Yeah.
Domingo Germán, perfect game. Jake's favorite player on the Yankees.
Yeah.
False.
What?
False. You said perfect game.
Yeah, you said it was your favorite player.
Nope.
Oh. Where is he ranked in your favorite players?
Probably towards rock bottom, if not rock bottom.
Oh.
Why? He threw a
Because
perfect game.
He has some off-the-field incidents.
Oh. That's why I thought... I'm confused. You said he was your favorite player. My
I picked
bad.
up a fun stat from Frankie Borelli earlier today. Every perfect game that the Yankees have thrown has been thrown by a guy whose name starts with D.
Ooh.
David Wells.
David Wells.
And Domingo Germán.
And there's a couple others too.
There's
Perfect
4.
game is like the one thing that is pretty cool because it's, what was that, the 24th?
27,
27th?
24,
Yeah.
24.
24th all time?
First time in like, what, 10 years, something like that?
Yeah, over what? Baseball's around for like 7,000 years, and there's only been 27. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, good job, Germán.
Domingo Germán.
Jake's favorite player.
Nope.
That was the big play. Jake's second favorite player. Sorry, you're right. It's your second favorite.
Well, yeah, there was another closer that you liked too, right?
He's a big Aroldis Chapman fan.
Yeah.
He's off the team.
But yeah, that was the big story in sports.
All right, no-hitters are fun.
No,
Perfect game.
Perfect game is fun. Which one did Dallas Braden throw?
he threw a no-hitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
If German threw a no-Hitler, that would have been
No, Dallas
first
Braden.
for everything.
That would have been,
Dallas
yeah.
Braden, perfect game.
No, it was a no-hitter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so boys, we're finishing our week. We've been in Pinehurst all week. We're pretty gassed. A lot of golf.
A lot of golf, a lot of time out in the sun.
A lot of walking.
A lot of time with the boys. It combines Hank's two favorite things, which is working super hard and also golfing all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. Honestly, this week took a lot out of me.
Man, but wait.
And now we have next week, and I have to golf more.
Wait, yeah, and also, aren't you staying an extra day to golf?
Yeah, that was just the flight they booked me on.
Oh,
they booked me a
okay.
flight tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
So I got to find something to do to fill my time with tomorrow morning.
Big news, though.
Yeah,
Jake got an eagle.
yeah.
And it was on camera and everything, right?
It was not camera.
Not on
I
camera.
witnessed
Oh, was
it.
it?
Thank
I
you,
witnessed
Hank.
it.
And so did memes.
I also
And
got a
Francis.
hole-in-one, not on camera. People are saying I didn't, but if you read my scorecard, I got a hole-in-one. So
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
It's really not something to
Congratulations.
brag about that much. Like, everyone gets a hole-in-one.
No,
Once Jake got one, it's like, oh, well.
it would be
Yeah.
lame
It's
to
easy.
post a video of my hole-in-one.
Yeah.
If
Agreed.
we're being honest.
Agreed. Who would do that?
This area is very cool though. It just feels like we're in like
North Carolina.
golf land.
Yeah,
North
no, it is
Carolina.
golf.
I actually think North Carolina is one of the most underrated states. It might be in my top 3 states overall.
It is a pretty underrated state.
It's got everything.
some very cool places.
It's got everything.
Rushmore states.
Mount Rushmore States.
Yeah.
We didn't
Well,
even
I
go
think-
to Cookout.
Yeah, we didn't go to Cookout.
What is that?
You've been to Cookout before.
like-
Caleb hasn't taken you.
You like milkshakes?
It's a place where you go in North Carolina and you literally can order everything.
Oh, yes.
Like
yes.
I went to Cookout once and I think I got a quesadilla. I got like chicken parm. I got a milkshake. I got mozzarella sticks, a side of pasta, a steak. Like you can get the menu is just
I thought it was just
unlimited.
barbecue.
No, it's everything.
Yeah.
Chicken
It's
parm
everything.
at a fast food
I
place?
might have made up the chicken parm, but
Okay.
either way, Jake, don't ruin the story.
No, I'm
I
just
got
saying.
everything.
Well, the point is,
I got
when you go to
I got a
Cookout,
car,
you
I
can
got
get
a motorcycle.
You can get all this stuff, and it's always like $5.99.
Yeah, the whole bill was like, all right, that would be $10, sir.
Yeah,
Cookout.
North Carolina's got great barbecue. The pork shoulder down here is awesome. Great beaches. Great golf.
Great basketball, UNC.
Great basketball.
Wake Forest.
The perfect color of blue.
Asheville, awesome city in the mountains.
The Outer Banks.
Yeah,
The show and the place.
yeah. North Carolina's got it going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Carolina Blue, always here.
Yep.
But yeah, Pinehurst was a lot of fun. We had a great
Chuck Amato.
time. Yeah, there's a lot. His glasses,
Mike Glennon. Quarterback University.
Jacoby Brissett. We're
Phillip
just naming
Rivers.
dudes.
Russell
Presley.
Wilson.
Half of
Caleb
them.
Presley.
Yeah,
The good half.
yeah. Drake May, Sam Howell.
Sam Howell.
Mitch.
Yeah,
Mitch. Damn.
Mitch Trubisky. Yeah, the coach who coached the Mannings, Cutcliffe,
Yeah. The
David
greatest
Cutcliffe.
basketball
Yeah.
coach in the history of college basketball, Dean Smith.
and Roy Williams, second greatest.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's got everything. Tim Duncan,
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul. I've got one other.
The Wright brothers.
Julius Hodges,
Yeah.
the Wright brothers.
Yeah, the Wright brothers.
That was Ohio.
No. Now you're getting into the license plate battle. There's
Oh,
a big
yeah,
license
that's
plate
right.
battle between Ohio and North Carolina. One says the birthplace of aviation. The other says first in flight. They both claim the Wright brothers. For the record, I'm on the side of North Carolina.
This is
they
like-
did the flight at Kitty Hawk.
This is like Abraham Lincoln being claimed to like 7 different states.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The flight happened in North Carolina.
it did.
Oh, then that's
a fact.
exactly where it is. That's bullshit. Ohio's got to get to the back of the line.
It's basically like, oh, their parents had sex in Ohio. They try to count that as a dub.
No, it's where you did the flight.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a great week. A lot of golf, a lot of walking. Not a lot going on in the sports world. We do have Colts players getting suspended for the gambling issues. So who was his Isaiah Rodgers, I believe?
Yep.
Cornerback for the Colts. This is such a Colts story too because he's actually like an important part of their defense for next year. And to have this happen, it's like the Colts just exude bad luck ever since Andrew Luck.
There are a lot of people that have been suspended for gambling who have like gambled at the team facility on other sports, and you can kind of be like, oh, that happens. You can
Right.
have some out and put in a bet. But with this dude, he was actually betting on Colts games, so
Yes.
he was betting the over under on rushing yards.
We need to
And
know
he's-
if it was over under.
He was betting $1,000. Yeah, we do need to know.
Like
if it was
I
over, under.
can't make a full like line in the sand. This was very, very wrong until I know. Like if he bet the under, then he did win the bet.
Oh, he
They
did?
say that.
Okay,
so I
good.
don't know if it was over or under.
I think
Now-
they got to remove, like, the coaches can't say bet on yourself.
Oh, good point. Hank.
Like, they
Smart.
got to remove that from the lingo because
Yeah.
that's
You're
what
sound-
he's
It
doing.
is. It's very confusing if your coach is like, we want to bet on ourselves in this locker room.
Yeah.
I would definitely be like, okay, coach, over one interception for me today.
Are players that are holding out saying I'm going to bet on myself, that sort of thing?
Yeah,
That's his management's winning big time on this one.
yeah. That's a great point, Hank.
Thank you.
Your brain's still firing.
Still got
You
it.
still got it.
They should actually hang a banner in Colts Stadium next to the AFC finalist one that just says our cornerback hit a bet
Yeah.
on over under rushing yards for a running back.
Unless it's an under.
Unless it's an under, yeah.
Then he's an asshole. Imagine being like betting against your teammate to have a good game.
Yeah, I wonder if he on the field for that play against the Texans at the very end of the season.
I don't know, Davis Mills.
That swung everything towards the Bears in the NFL draft.
Yeah, Davis Mills.
If their cornerback was on the field for that play, I mean, Big Cat, you got to build a statue in his honor.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, maybe he was
taking the can't lose parlay that week.
Yeah, not called that anymore.
Must win
Nope,
parlay.
it's just called
Bet on yourself.
a
parlay.
bet I like, and you decide whether you like it or not.
The last game he played in was December 26th. We recorded stats. So
Okay. All
probably
right,
not.
so he probably wasn't on there. We did have the NHL draft. Connor Bedard is officially a Blackhawk.
Yeah.
Big, huge. The Blackhawks also went great move. Obviously drafting Connor Bedard, no brainer, and then signed Corey Perry, who I absolutely fucking hate and was like a rival for many years. So I don't know what they're doing.
And you got Jake Bailey.
And Jake Bailey from the Islanders.
I was reading the NFL draft or the NHL draft grades this morning, and it was like Chicago Blackhawks A+ for drafting Connor Bedard. So
Yeah.
good job, you got great value.
A+.
The Flyers got a guy named Bonk, and I'm very
Yeah,
excited for the
Oliver
memes
Bonk.
that are going to come out of that. That's going to be fantastic for me, I'm sure. That won't get run into the ground.
That's huge. Let's actually I'm going to do a quick draft grade just based on names. Let's see.
Oliver Bonk is all.
Oliver Bonk is good. Dalibor Dvorsky is pretty good.
Yep.
Oh, wait. There's a Daniil Butt drafted by the Coyotes.
Oh, I like that.
Danilbut.
Denial butt.
Daniil Butt.
I like that.
That's a great name.
Front door only.
There's some great names in this. Yeah. Otto Stenberg.
Okay.
Otto Stenberg's a
Otto
fucking
Stenberg
great
sounds like a
name.
guy from 1960 that was still playing in 1986 without a helmet.
Yeah, just scars all over his face.
Yeah.
There's some Oliver
Who the
Moore.
Caps get? I want to grade the Caps draft pick.
The Caps. I'm looking at the big
Ryan
board.
Leonard at 8.
There we go.
Ryan Leonard?
Leonard.
It
That's
sounds like
boring.
a good, strong, strapping young man.
Yeah, but that's a boring name. You have to.
Strapping.
Adam Fantilli is pretty good too. There's some good
Pervert.
names here. The Avalanche with the last 31st pick took Mikhail Golyev. I like that guy.
Sounds like a guy that's
Goal.
marching on Moscow right
Oh,
now.
what about this? The Sharks took Quentin Musty.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
This might be an all-time names draft. I just like Daniil Butt. What a great name. Matthew Wood also was drafted. So yeah, that's our NHL draft summary.
I say everybody got an A+.
Yeah, everyone got an A+. There was one guy who tweeted me saying, please talk about the lacrosse world championships. So that was the recap.
Shout out
of
to our coworker, Jake.
Yeah, no,
Nelson.
wait, no. We were just going to do that as the whole.
Yeah, I don't
lacrosse
really
world
care about the
championships.
lacrosse
Yeah.
world
Yeah.
championships.
That was it. That was our whole recap.
That sounds like us just inviting the world to play us in lacrosse and beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our recap.
There was our good friend J.J. Watt just got hired by CBS Sports.
He's going to be actually awesome.
He's going to be good. Now, Jake, is he going to be in studio? Is he doing the pregame show?
Ooh, we
You
didn't
actually
know.
just broke this news to me, so I'm not sure.
You
Jake,
didn't know.
you're
I didn't
behind
know
on
that.
it? Jake, didn't you offer to call
Yeah,
games with him?
it's
You
still
were,
on the
you
table.
were too busy trying to give out fucking, grab ass for coworkers that just let up like 10 goals a game.
NFL studio analyst. So he'll be in studio, but I'm happy to simulate that too.
Okay.
At the desk.
Could you simulate that? Could you be James Brown?
Yeah.
Could we get you dressed up like James Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, give us an intro.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to C. That's the direction I
Was
thought
it
you were going in.
Little brunette bitch sucking fucking
No,
your
I'll pull it
personal
up.
trainer.
James Brown tweet.
I thought that's what you were-
Damplips.com is what
Yeah,
it was.
damplips.com, Jake.
It
Just say
was-
damplips.com, and then I'll be JJ.
What is it called?
Sexy little brunette bitch sucking and fucking her personal trainer's big cock.
All right, so Jake, go for it.
That was the tweet that James Brown had.
He tweeted out because he went to like some porn site that had the tweet button.
The
You know,
share.
They've always got the share on Facebook and the share on Twitter, and it's just to trap people.
No one has ever hit that button.
There's no reason why that button should be there.
James Brown-
It's like, you want to post this on Facebook, Twitter, or email it to your boss?
I would imagine like at damplips.com HQ, they were just sitting there like, someone just hit the button.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Sound the alarm.
They probably had a champagne bottle ready to go. Jake,
button
just,
works.
That might be worse than the Ray Allen tweet.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a link, so it's not his words, but it was something he was maybe watching.
JJ's going to be in studio. He's also going to be very biased in favor of his brothers. Something to keep an eye on.
True. Got to watch that. Yeah, I think that's
Ohtani also had 2
Ohtani's-
home runs,
yeah.
and he had 10 strikeouts the other night. So I think we can say Ohtani's the best baseball player to ever live.
It was someone had an analogy. It was basically, so yeah, he went 3 for 3, 2 home runs, 10 strikeouts. They're like, this is if Patrick Mahomes threw 4 touchdowns, 350 yards, and 2 sacks and like 4 pressures off the edge.
Yeah, our good friend Sam Decker said Ohtani is like if Peyton Manning was also Ed Reed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is nuts.
It's absolutely insane how good he is, and credit to us
We called
for
it.
having it one of our MLB storylines. Speaking of MLB, so next week is July 4th. We have a new show on Monday that's going to be, we're testing everyone. We're seeing how everyone, the takeys are coming up. They'll be July 14th. We're going to see if everyone can earn their 8th straight AWL. We're going to have new material for the first 20, 25 minutes. And then we have a Mount Rushmore, and then we have our baseball draft, which we are very excited for people to listen to, but we also think it might be the worst podcast we'll ever put out.
I think it's without a doubt the worst thing that we've ever done.
Yeah.
It's just guys saying names, and then most of the names have already been said before.
Yeah,
Going,
and Billy taking 25 minutes.
Billy's the Patrick Cantlay
It was
of
fun,
MLB
though. Yeah,
fantasy
it was
drafts,
fun.
for
Yeah.
sure.
And it was taped on.
it was recorded.
yeah,
weeks ago.
It was taped on Hank's birthday, so we were drinking it as well. So it was a good time.
Hank, why did you say it that way? Like it was recorded. That makes me feel like it wasn't like you
was it
guys
not
forgot to
recorded?
record. Why would you say it was recorded?
No, like it was a recording that we did.
It was a
Well,
recording.
yeah, I mean every show that we do is recorded.
Right. Some of them are good shows. Some of them
Okay.
are recordings.
It was a show. It's a show.
Correct.
It's new content.
Yeah, here's the thing. We'll only do it once a year. Well, actually, no, we decided we're going to do the same format for other sports too.
But there's just too many names in baseball.
Only 4 times a year will we do something like that.
Yeah. Oh, also, shout out Bo Naylor. Our
Yeah.
guy, catcher on the Guardians, hit his first dinger, and then his brother was at the top of the dugout waiting to congratulate him when he got there.
That's wild.
It was awesome. And he had a sick put out at second base, too. Bo Naylor is the future of catchers.
Yes. All right, so we have that Monday and then Friday. So no show Wednesday. I think, is Wednesday July 4th?
I'm going to say yes, but I don't know.
Let's just say yes.
That's
Tuesday,
Tuesday?
July 4th.
Tuesday.
No show
Okay,
Wednesday.
embrace debate. Best day of the week to have July 4th on. Tuesday's up there.
I would say Thursday because then there's no way anyone's going to make you work Friday. So you get like a 4-day weekend.
Yeah, Tuesday's pretty good. The worst is when it's on a Saturday, right? We can agree.
Yeah.
Saturday's
No
bad.
extra
Yeah,
days off,
Thursday
yeah.
or Friday, I would say the top picks.
I like Tuesday because you can go for a long weekend, come back, but then you do probably have to go to work the next day.
Yeah. So no show Wednesday, and then Friday we have our new Dungeons and Dragons with the Wonton Don sat in with us. So about
That
2.5
was great.
hours. That was awesome.
Yep.
That one will be great. And so yeah, that's our schedule next week. We have a packed show still to go here, so let's do it. Let's do. We're gonna do Mount Rushmore. Then we'll have Keegan Bradley, then Pat Friermuth. This show is brought to you by our friends at Bowlero. I talked about it at the top, but we got a big thing coming with Bowlero, the Barstool Bowlero Invitational. This summer's most anticipated event. Joining the Invitational is easy. Simply enter your name and visit any Bowlero near you and bowl for your chance to be entered to win one of our ultimate prizes, including limited edition Barstool bowling gear, an event at any Bowlero, and the ultimate grand prize, which includes tickets to the big game and the basketball finals, plus a trip to the Barstool Bowlero Invitational Finale in Chicago, August 9th. The fun doesn't stop here. Enjoy a guaranteed spot on the lanes when you reserve a lane or book an event at Bowlero near you. Visit Bowlero.com using promo code BARSTOOL for 15% off your next lane reservation. The offer is only valid through August 31st. Bowlero is the world's largest owner and operator of bowling centers with over 325 locations throughout the United States, currently located in 34 states. We had an awesome time at Bowlero when we did our punishment for the NFL season. Visit Bowlero.com/Barstool to learn more about the Barstool Bowlero Invitational. Starting July 12th, participation is open until July 23rd. No skill is required. All participants have an equal chance of winning. To find a participating center near you, visit www.bowlero.com/Barstool. That's Bowlero.com/Barstool, BOWLERO.com/Barstool, and get entered to win a chance to be with us at the Barstool Bowlero Invitational Finale in Chicago on August 9th. Also, Mount Rushmore is brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook. Download and sign up for the Barstool Sportsbook today. Terms apply. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. I will have new baseball bets coming up on the Barstool Sportsbook very soon. You can ride with us every single day. We have different, the British Open. No, it's not called. The Open Championship will be coming up. We have NFL futures. Go look at those. Those are going to be good. I'll actually look at it right now. I think I'm going to take the Ravens, but I don't know what their price is right now. I think it's like 22-1. I think that's going to be my Super Bowl pick this
Jets
year.
team total under. Smash.
You're so wrong by that.
I like
You're
it, Hank.
so wrong
No,
by
Hank's
that.
so right.
No,
That's
you're
so
so
true,
wrong. I've cornered myself into a spot where I have to defend Aaron Rodgers, but I will.
It's sad.
22-1, Ravens.
I went hard on the Vikings.
Ooh, Vikings. Okay. Feeling a little bad about last year.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back on Kirk Cousins.
All right, so download and sign up for the Barstool Sportsbook today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 plus. And now, Mount Rushmore of heavy machinery. Okay, Mount Rushmore time. Mount Rushmore of heavy machinery. There's a lot of pressure on Billy in this one.
I'm just going to go up front and say Billy has the rock for this entire round.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
excited.
Shut my mic off.
So we have first pick. Billy, you guys are second, and then Hank and Max, you're third. PFT, should we just take 1-1?
If it's not what I think it is, then you guys have already lost.
1-1
Oh.
or 3. I think those are the two strongest picks.
Okay. What do you think it is, Billy? What do you think it is?
Go, and then I'll tell you.
All right, we're going to go with a tank.
Yep.
Tank.
Tank.
Tanks are awesome.
Tank's 1-1.
Tanks pretty much have won every single war. They
Yeah.
don't get talked about enough.
They couldn't beat that guy in the street.
That's true. And
And
No,
Tiananmen
he
Square.
he did.
No, it
no,
did.
no, no. The
That was a
tank
definitely
massive.
did.
That was a massive dub for Tanks.
That was pictures right before disaster.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hank didn't watch the rest of that.
You think the guy just stopped the tank? They were like, "My bad, freedom of speech is
And
better."
it's an iconic picture. I assume
is.
it's
No, no.
into something good.
It is. It is. But yeah, tank. I wish I could fucking
Shit.
operate a tank.
We also get Frank the Tank with that pick.
Yes. Which I do. I am able to operate, not successfully all the time. Mostly that time he went to, was it the Devils playoff game? Yeah. I was like, Frank, we really need your stream. He's like, well, I'm going to go to the game. Okay. Good talk. All right. Billy.
Nuclear-powered aircraft carrier.
Okay.
All right, good pick.
Okay.
I had a 1-1 if we were going to just do civilian heavy machinery, but I also prepared some heavy military.
Well, I mean, I think
I
there's going to be a
got
mix.
a dumb question, and I guess we'll find out with Oppenheimer. I thought they just loaded those things up in planes.
Oh, so a nuclear-powered aircraft
Yeah,
carrier
no.
is different from a bomb.
It's kind of like a...
So the engine
So
of
is
the
it- are they
carrier
even
is
use
run
them?
by
It's,
nuclear power.
they can just go forever because they got a nuclear reactor on board.
So it's not like there's a weapon.
It's
on
specific
it.
to the United States. China doesn't have them.
Actual ship is powered by nuclear.
So they don't have to put gas into it. There's no like gas station for an aircraft carrier. It's got like a nuclear turbine on board that runs all the electricity.
It's why we're the GOAT
Are we?
at military.
For now.
Okay.
Until those
because
nuclear,
we have the
China's
carriers.
coming.
well now
No, they don't have nuclear-powered aircraft carriers. That's why.
the nuclear powered aircraft carriers are going woke, and China's going to eat our lunch.
China. Okay. Hank and Max. Max memes.
We're gonna go with a car crusher.
Okay. I like
Those
it.
are cool.
Those things are awesome.
Yes.
Put them in like the little cubes. Like
Yeah.
that is cool
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah.
And the windows explode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
super
Very
cool.
cool.
And those, I'm assuming, are like all the videos, like the slow mo, like impact videos. Like that's
Yeah.
essentially the same thing.
Very cool.
You guys ever go to the monster trucks and they jump over those crushed cars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
It's
cool.
sick. Yeah.
And then we will go simple.
We should go to a monster
Useful.
truck rally.
We should.
Builder of skyscrapers, cranes.
Yeah.
pick.
Cranes are a good pick.
Sometimes I get freaked out when I look at cranes.
Giant cranes are like
Giant.
you just see them in the city, and sometimes you just don't think about them. Then you look at them, you're like, that thing is 300 feet in the air.
I got a serious question. How do they build the giant cranes? Does there have to be a bigger
Other
crane?
cranes.
But who built that crane?
Yeah.
No.
Where'd the first crane come from?
There's a small usually truck mounted crane.
Yeah.
That builds the first part of the second crane.
But how do you get the bigger crane? How do you make it bigger without a bigger crane?
Well, they just move it up. to.
I don't think you know.
I don't think you know either.
I don't think
Billy.
you know, Billy.
No, because then you
Can
hoist
somebody
it up.
out there listening please tell us how they build the giant cranes without an even bigger crane?
Is there
With
just
a-
some mammoth crane that they built like a long time ago that builds all the other?
Well, usually
God built
no, they
cranes.
put
Yeah.
a
Crane.
smaller crane on top of the building. They build a small crane on top of the building to build the bigger crane.
Got it.
That kind of makes sense.
That makes sense. Okay.
How did they get the crane up to the top of the building?
They build it.
on the building?
On the top of the building.
Oh.
Yeah. I think you're also making this up.
No, they use it. It's a smaller crane.
But they are, but they have to build the building with the crane.
Well, usually it starts with a smaller crane, and then on top of the
None of
building,
this
they
makes
build
sense.
a bigger
Yeah, okay.
crane.
Okay, we're trapped.
I don't
in a
think
crane.
there's an answer.
All right, go ahead. You guys are up next.
We're gonna go with a classic. My personal favorite of heavy machinery, bulldozer.
Good
Yeah,
pick.
good
Bulldozer.
Solid pick.
Good
That was gonna be
pick.
my. If you guys didn't go that way, I think that was gonna be 1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually thought about doing bulldozer. First overall, good pick.
I think we go 2-4 is a nice combo.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, go
Number
ahead.
2, cement mixer.
Cement mixers.
Cement mixers are sweet. They're always tumbling around.
Kids love them.
Probably the most painful truck to get hit by.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get run over by a cement. Also,
We
doubles
learned
as
that
like,
from Adam Devine.
yeah. It's like you always refer to a fullback as being a cement mixer.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So, and then our next one, which is kind of a nice little go together, the steamroller.
Yeah.
Steamroller, fucking sick when you see it on the highway. I mean, they rebuilt I-95, right, Max?
Yeah, that was insane.
That was basically a championship
we all
for Philly.
thought that was going to take months.
Yeah. And they had all the mascots going over it.
I also don't really whatever. This is different.
If they ever
What?
had a
Does that work? How do they do that in 5
They
days?
built it
Wait,
that
wait,
fast?
because it all
was 5
counted as
days.
overtime.
It
all
feels
counted
like
as overtime.
It feels like we could do a lot of things if we just did overtime.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also like when Kid Rock buys, I don't know, like a shitload of Bud Light and then runs it over with a steamroller.
Yeah.
That rocks.
that should be one of the floats if Philly ever wins championship. Instead of like double decker buses.
Steamrollers.
Steamrollers should be in the
Steamrollers,
middle.
yeah.
Yeah.
The way you said that sounded mean.
I mean,
If they ever win a championship.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You guys are up.
We're gonna go with an excavator,
Oh, nice. Nice.
the dinosaur.
nice.
Yeah, excavator.
Yes. Little,
Big ones too.
Yeah. Those
They-
are cool.
They look like a dinosaur. So
Now,
as
would
an-
that be also, it's like a backhoe / digger as well? Like you could call all that essentially?
I think an excavator is a backhoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Well,
a
the
dig-
backhoe on an excavator is the backhoe.
Yeah, right.
So
So
it's
it's
like-
digging.
it's
So
like-
you could be like, that's just a big digger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what is the backhoe is what part?
It's the backhoe. It's the
Kim
hoe.
Kardashian to Ray J.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Two
Uh,
picks.
We're gonna go. All my landscaping AWLs know about this one. The tree wood chipper.
Nice.
Oh, we had that.
Yeah,
Fargo.
Yeah,
had
you
that.
just
That's
have a
good.
giant truck full of trees. You just pull up and just throw them in there.
It looks so cool.
So
Yeah.
satisfying to watch, like this huge tree just in seconds just get.
I got a dumb question.
And you're like, do you think this thing's big enough? I'm like, let's just throw it in and see what happens.
DNA evidence.
How come all this shit that we're talking about for the most part is yellow? Why did we decide to make heavy machinery yellow?
Cat. There's
Yeah.
there's Komatsu that's orange. John Deere's
There's
usually
green,
green.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cat's usually yellow.
The yellow ones are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good one.
And then we're gonna. I mean, this is in the same family as the backhoe excavator, but the everyday common man, more convenient get around on the construction site is the front loader.
Ooh.
Well,
You talking
front-end loader?
like a forklift?
It's got the little like
that's a
You talking
bed.
about the forklift?
that's a bulldozer.
You're talking about like the Segway bulldozer,
I'm talking about a front loader.
the one man.
Oh,
bulldozer.
like the-
Oh, you're talking about
Bobcat.
backhoe in reverse. Yeah, where it's pushing stuff.
Front loader.
Yeah. Okay.
like a
It's got a little bed in the front. They're small. You can wheel them around pretty
Picking
easily.
stuff up. Yeah.
Pick stuff up, put stuff down.
Dump it into a
Super
yeah.
convenient.
Okay. Billy. This might be
All
the
right.
worst Mount Rushmore we've done.
no. This is dope.
Yeah.
You just don't.
That's
like it 'cause
exactly
you're
my
not winning.
point. That's exactly my point.
Because
No, I just like
we're gonna
it's
win.
funny because we're just saying shit. Like, yeah, cool.
know what we're talking about.
Rocks.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you know what? That is cool.
I'm gonna go with 18-wheeler tractor trailer.
Okay.
That's
you had
a
it.
big piece of machinery,
Yeah.
like a Mack truck.
You think you drive one?
That's a car.
That is a big piece of machinery.
No, that's a big piece of machinery. You need a
18-wheeler?
special license to drive it.
Would you count like a school bus? In the same
No,
special license to drive
no,
an
like
RV.
a true 18-wheeler
Yeah.
with like
Is an RV
Like a
heavy
Mack
machinery?
truck.
Like the ones you see on road trips.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Ice
a car.
road
The ones
truck.
you see on
That's
the
heavy
road
machinery.
with the cars.
I
Yeah,
think that
but
plays.
like when you see a really shiny, nice one pulling some serious weight, like
and they
you're
turn
like,
into a fucking
oh,
machine
yeah.
and help you save the world.
yeah, I
Yeah.
had it on there.
my
Optimus
shit.
Prime.
Or when the back of it opens up and then the really fast red car falls out because he fell asleep, and then he finds himself in a random town in Arizona. Cars.
Oh yeah.
Okay. PFT. We got our last pick.
Yeah, I like number 6.
Yeah. Jackhammer.
Jackhammer rocks.
Yeah,
get
but
to
What are you gonna
the-
say? That's not.
It's
That's
just
not heavy machinery.
That's
That's a
very
tool.
heavy.
Definitely
Shut up,
jackhammers that are heavy machinery.
That is just a tool.
they're
that's
also the
jackhammers.
most
That is a
annoying.
tool.
that's what I was
things
gonna
on
say.
the
I think
world.
you actually have disliked jackhammers more than you've enjoyed them in
Yeah.
your lifetime.
Yeah.
Have you
haven't
ever used a jackhammer?
Have
Have you ever been around a jackhammer?
Yeah, I've
That's
done
cool.
both. And honestly, using a jackhammer, I get it. I don't get mad at jackhammer noise anymore because somebody out there is having a great time.
Niche.
After you get done, after
niche.
you get done jackhammering all day, your arms just don't stop moving.
Yeah.
One of the first stories I remember from this podcast is the Gardner Minshew hammer story.
Yeah. That was a regular.
I know, but
Yeah.
popped in my head. Yeah.
Not a jackhammer.
Jackhammers are
way
a
better.
tool. If we were doing best tools, I'd be there with you. But
When you
We're
picked
doing
a
best
car,
tools, you'd
and
be
that was
1-1,
fine,
Billy.
so.
thank you.
I gotcha.
That means I'm useful.
All right. What do we miss? We had submarine on there. Maybe too soon.
Bad week for subs.
Yeah.
Nuclear
Although this
subs.
is running long time after. I was trying to think of what's the fucking machine, and I watch these videos and they're very therapeutic. I guess it might just be a compactor that has the metal grates spinning into each other, and you like throw like a big oil drum in it, and it just crushes it. It could just be called a compactor, but those rule.
No, it's like shreds the metal. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, we also had hydraulic press.
Oh, that would have been better than jackhammer.
Yeah, that was
Like, think about
you
how
guys
viral
love that.
those are.
What would the
Car
car
crushing.
thing?
car
that you guys
crushing
picked?
kind of.
The
what
most
about
profitable oil rig.
oil rig drill? We had that too.
Those are kind of
Honorable
boring.
mentions.
We had tractor, just a tractor.
Like I don't know,
Tractor.
you just see oil rigs. You never really see them like
Do
doing
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Harvesters
they're-
are pretty cool.
They're-
Yeah, combine.
Yeah.
Yep. Nail guns. That might be a tool though.
Yeah, that's a tool. Yeah, you can hold it.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Oh,
Okay.
forklift. Forklift was on there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, forklift's good.
I don't know if this was our best Mount Rushmore.
I think it was
I think
sick.
it was their best Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, it was
It
their
was.
best.
Yeah. We wanna
I'm just
toss
saying,
one up
like,
for 'em.
usually there's debate. Instead, we're just like, yeah, that is sick.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, well,
Backhoe. Yeah. Crane.
jackhammer.
Oh,
is-
yeah. Cranes are awesome.
Yeah. I don't think there was a really bad pick in there, was there?
Jackhammer.
Billy picked a car, but
The 18-wheeler?
Actually, a car is heavy machinery.
I think like depends. I guess it's I don't know how to drive stick shift, but like if you knew how to drive stick shift, like the normal person, I think in a state of emergency could figure out how to drive a truck.
No, I
An
don't think so.
18-wheeler?
Yes.
I
In a-
think,
in a state
like,
of
if
emergency?
if you
Like
know,
under
No,
panic?
but
like you've
no.
never done it before,
But, dude, the like stopping in those things, like figuring out like the distance you
Okay.
need to stop without the fucking.
but think about it
back just-
compared to everything else.
It's not
Yeah,
like hopping
like,
into a U-Haul.
That's
It's different.
But I'm saying like think about hopping into like anything else.
No,
like,
but
do you
I-
think you
but-
could figure it out? Like any other thing that we said.
Operating a jackhammer is pretty
Like-
easy.
Yeah.
But like a bulldozer, like a bulldozer's right in front of you. For some reason, you need to operate it to like save the world. Do you think you could do it?
A
No way.
bulldozer's closer to a track, like a bulldozer's closer to.
a couple buttons.
Is
Yeah.
press the yellow button to stop to
Well, it's
go
more
neutral,
pedals.
green button to go, red button to stop.
Joystick.
Yeah, exactly.
You control it with Mad Cats.
Okay, that was our Mount Rushmore.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's so easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs from you and never take a moment to think about what you need from yourself. Sometimes you've got emotions that get bottled up inside you. You need to share them with somebody. You need to talk about your feelings in order to control yourself and control your feelings and feel better about where you are in life. But when we spend all of our time giving sometimes, it can leave us feeling stretched thin. It can leave us feeling burned out. Therapy can give you the tools to find more balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. Sometimes you get overwhelmed in life. Sometimes things happen, unexpected events. It's important to discuss these things, to discuss your emotions so you can benefit. And if you've benefited from therapy, I'm here to tell you that I'm with you on that. I have gone to a therapist in the past. I went a few years ago. I went again recently when my father passed away. It's good to get these emotions out and talk about your feelings. That way you can be more present in your day-to-day life. BetterHelp is here to help you. They've helped me. Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/PMT today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp. That's BetterHelp.com/PMT. BetterHelp.com/PMT. And now here's Keegan Bradley.
Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest. It is Keegan Bradley, fresh off his victory at the Travelers Championship. Keegan, thank you for joining us. Let's start with the tournament you just won. I have to know, was there a part of you ever, because we said it on Monday's show, the last, 6 holes weren't great, but that was how dominant you were for the previous 64, 65 holes. What goes through your head, though, when it's starting to slip at the end? Were you like, this could be a problem? Or did you know, hey, I played so well so far, I've made such a big lead, I'm good?
I definitely did not know that we were going to be all good. But I walked to I was walking up to the 17th tee, which is like one of the toughest shots on the course. And I get to the tee, and some guy yells out, Keegan's going to choke. Everybody get ready. He starts going like this. And after the round, I heard him. Everyone started booing him. And after the round, my caddy, Scotty, said, did you hear that? I was like, yeah, I heard that. And it got a little tense. But I didn't miss a shot for literally 3.5 days. And then things got a little bit squirrely there. But listen, that's why you get big leads, right? And I still felt okay, but I was feeling it there on 17T.
Yeah, it's a credit to you. It's actually kind of a flex that you were like, hey, I'll give you guys back a couple strokes and I'll still win by 3. That's how good I've been.
Yeah, it was surreal because I decided I wasn't going to look at leaderboards, especially if I got up to a good start, because I had Ches in my group who was the only one that was really that close to me. So I figured if I went out and played well, no one could really catch me. The only one that could catch me was Ches if he played well. So I didn't look at any boards until I was on 16 and I saw Patrick made bogey on 16 and I had a 4-shot lead. And I thought, if I just don't hit any of these in the water, I don't see how I can lose. Yeah. And sure enough.
What's it like those first 3 days when you're just absolutely locked in? Does the hole look bigger? We always hear about baseball players be like, yeah, the ball looks like it's the size of a beach ball. Does the ball look bigger to you? Does the hole look bigger?
Yeah, I mean, I've never had that happen in all my years of playing on the tour. It's the best I've ever played, and it's very rare you match up ball striking with putting, and I was doing that, and it feels so easy to play really well. It feels hard when you play bad, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just automatic. It's like, oh, it's 135. This is a perfect wedge. Boom, you just hit it. And when you're playing bad, it's like, oh, the wind's off the left, and there's a bunker over there. But when you're playing like that, it's just so easy, and that's why it's so frustrating when it's not going well, because it's like, I could do this. Why can't I do this every time? But it was just one of those weeks. It just was. Everything was going my way. It was perfect. I had a putt on the first day and my first 9 on 17 that from 70 feet, it smashed into the pin and went in. And I think it might have gone in the water, a putt. Mm-hmm. And it's just one of those things that wow, that was pretty special. And maybe these things are going my way.
Yeah, and the Travelers we call it the 5th major. I think we've got 6 tournaments that we call the 5th major. But the purse is like the 5th major. It's what, $3.6 million? Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. Has that hit your bank account yet?
So I woke up this morning and I went on to because I've been checking, because this is a pretty sizable check here.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen it. And I was thinking, well, maybe because the check's so big, they got to go through a different process. So maybe that's why it hasn't got there. And then it came in and I took a screenshot and sent it to my wife, and we were going crazy. It's really shocking to get a check like that, because my whole career, if you made $3.6 million in a year, that was a major year. That's like a top 10 type year. And we now we're playing for so much money. It's crazy. It just happened overnight.
Yeah,
So
it
do you
is
know?
nuts.
Do you have like a big thing that you're going to spend it on? Any big purchases?
I get that question all the time, and I haven't thought of anything. I want to go to my big thing. I want to do is I want to go to watch the Patriots, but the Brady game. So I'm willing to really go like live it up that week and do that. But I haven't had many things that I can. It still feels like this didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like it feels like another person did this. Like when I think about what happened, I see it from like the third person. Like I don't feel like I've experienced it. It's the weirdest thing I could ever explain, but it still seems fake, honestly.
Yeah, I mean that's a very cool feeling. The you mentioned your career, so you've had a fascinating career because you came out when you started, you won a couple tournaments, then you had a period of time where you hadn't won in a long time. Now you're it seems like you're playing some of your best golf in your career right now. What was it in that middle ground where, like, was it mental? Was it just like you couldn't find your swing? Because that's the fascinating part about golf is, even like a guy like Rory, won 4 majors, but he hasn't won one in 9 years. And that's how frustrating golf is. So what was it that happened in that middle time that you were able to come through? Because I love those stories of golfers being able to re-find it or get back to what they were.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing for me was that they banned the belly putter. I used a putter that I stuck in my belly, and it was one of the best things about my game. I was efficient with it, and they banned it. And I thought this is a mistake on my part, but I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. And what I didn't realize till after was I lost thousands of hours of practice, and I gave it up to the other guy. So not only was it gone, but I gave it up to Justin Thomas or the best players in the world. I lost feels of like when I'm really nervous and I need to make this 6-footer, I feel this with the putter. I do that, or I know my tendency is to push it a little on this style putt. And I lost all that, thousands of hours. And to give that up to the best players in the world is not good. And I struggled for figuring it out for years. I mean, it was years and years of grinding and watching majors and watching Ryder Cups. And, it wasn't until, 18, 19 before I figured out how to do it. And now I feel like I've gotten back to it could be just gaining the hours back. And I've gotten back to where my putting is where it was back then. And I think that's one of the big reasons why it's much better.
That kind of sucks that they Keegan proofed you. Like they basically saw you're too good. We're going to change the rules so that you don't dominate anymore. Did you think about just getting really fat and then just having a big belly so a normal putter just becomes a belly putter?
I should have. I was so pissed at these guys for doing this. Like I couldn't believe it. Like I used to always have this thought when I was a kid that when I finally was old enough and good enough to play on the PGA Tour, like it'd be gone. Like it was just like what I always thought. And then I'm living this moment of where they're taking away one of my greatest things about my golf. And it was surreal because I couldn't do anything about it.
Right.
Like we don't have a union, or I don't have anybody to help me do this because there was a very small percentage of the tour. And at the time, the best players in the world who didn't use the belly putter was like, oh, you got to ban it. And I'm thinking, well, of course they don't give a shit if they ban it. Like they don't use it.
Yeah.
Like why do we listen to them? So it was surreal, and I was angry, man. The head of the USGA, I remember he did a interview when they were banning it, and he used a quote from me that I did not say, and he said that, oh, these guys will all be fine, and it was like, wait a second, dude, like this is my life, this is my career.
Yeah.
Like imagine you took away for a basketball player like Steph Curry, you can't shoot threes anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like you got like it's that's an extreme example, but it affected me in a major way. And, I would think a lot of times of like how much money this cost me, or how many Ryder Cups maybe this cost me, or majors or whatever. And it was a tough time, but I now when I look back, it's great because I shoved it, I screw them, and now I feel better than ever.
Were there other guys who were belly putter guys that you like talked to? Because that would be the most hilarious union of all time, the belly putters of America, trying to fight back.
Belly putter survivors.
Yeah. Was there anyone though that you were like commiserating with?
Oh yeah, we were really upset. Like Webb Simpson used it, Ernie Els, There were a few others, and we thought about bringing lawsuits or whatever, but these organizations are so powerful. Like the head of the USGA at the time owned the biggest law firm in the world, and it's like, how are we going to fight? It was such a weird time, but it was also like, in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, this isn't going to be that big of a deal.
Right.
Like I'll just grab a putter and it's not going to change anything, and I'm so good and it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
I had that sort of thought, and that was a mistake probably, but I think it all worked out. It makes it that much better now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you talked about how after you won, you got texts from Aaron Rodgers, Michael Jordan. What did MJ tell you? I know you're tight with MJ. You've played ball with him. I assume he's one of your friends, a good friend of yours. What was his initial reaction when you won?
He was so pumped. I always, because he texts me a lot, and then if I have a good round on Saturday, he'll text me like, great playing, get it tomorrow. And then if I have a shitty round on Sunday, I always think like, he must think I'm such a soft, like, because he doesn't get, like, he's never lost anything in his life.
Yeah.
So it's fun to get that text after a win, and a pretty good win. And he's just the greatest guy. Like I can't describe to you. I tell people this all the time. You'd want to be friends with Michael Jordan if he wasn't what he did in basketball. He treats my friends the same way he treats me. He'll play golf with anybody. I see him interact with the public. Like I have 1/1000th of the fame he does. And sometimes I can struggle with, if I'm uncomfortable sometimes if I feel like people are recognizing me. I don't know. It's not in my nature. He's so good to everybody. I went to a restaurant dinner with him one time, and we were walking down the street, and I was walking behind him with my wife, and it was just the greatest thing, because people are walking by and they look at him and they're like, I think that's Michael Jordan. And then you can see that they realize it is.
Yeah.
And we could just see him, and he's just so welcoming to them. He's so like, hey, he's giving them high fives. He's just the coolest guy, and I'm so lucky to be friendly with him. And it's surreal sometimes to just hang with him and talk to him about sports or life or whatever.
Yeah, and you went to his bachelor party, which looked like, there was a couple clips that came out that looked like the funnest time ever. You guys were actually playing pickup hoops. I mean, he obviously dominates pickup hoops, but has he ever beaten you in the golf game? Like, I'm sure you guys have played a lot of rounds together. Has he ever done it?
He's beat me, but I gotta. Not that many times.
Okay.
I got to give him. I give him 10 shots, but he's a very good player. The dude plays. I'd say he plays 36 holes, 300 days a year. I've never met anybody that loves golf more than him. And like after these days I play with him, this is what type of human he is. We play in Florida. It's 110 degrees. I'm drinking Gatorades, like eating properly, and after the day is over, I'm exhausted, dead. Like I couldn't imagine doing this again. And he'll do this for weeks on end. Like everything about him is wired different.
Yeah.
Like the next day I'm like getting up. Meanwhile, he's 60 years old. Like it's something different about him. I don't know what it is, but he's not the same human being I am.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, not just athletes, but just people in general, their goal is to make enough money to retire so that they can just play golf all the time. Golfers, when they retire, do you guys play more golf, or what do you do?
I don't think so. I will say I love, one of my favorite things to do is go play golf with my buddies. That's still if I'm home and it's an off week and I got a game with 4 of my buddies, 3 of my buddies, the night before I'm excited.
Right.
Like I still have that excitement of like getting to the course, making fun of everybody. Everyone's talking shit to each other, have a little breakfast. It's just like, I still really enjoy doing that. But casual golf with people I don't know, and I'm not interested in that at all.
Yeah. All right. So I have to ask a question now. Father to father. So I have 3 kids. You have how many kids? 2, 3?
2.
2. I saw the clip of your son saying good tournament to Ches Revy after the tournament, and that was mental warfare by you. I don't know if you put him up to it, but I saw it and I was like, if I was in Chez's shoes, I'd be like, what the hell, this kid, like, god damn it. Did you put him up to that? Because that actually is like a secret weapon. Anytime you beat anyone, just have your kids be like, hey, good job, because you can't get mad at a kid.
Yeah, I did. I told him I had this whole plan before the round to go get in his head.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Chet, we actually played in the final group together at Travelers in 2019. He had a 6-shot lead on me, and I got it to within 1 on the 16th hole, and the crowd was so brutal to him, like because it's my home event. Like they were bad to him. They were cheering when he missed, and Chez is probably the nicest person I've ever met, and he beat me that day. So like it's so weird that years later we're in the same position. But I did see that video and I loved it. Chez is like a class guy, so he comes over. He's like I'm so amazed how nice people are sometimes.
Yeah.
But he's the best, and I'm proud of my boy for doing that though.
Yeah, because if I had lost and I was in his shoes, I would just be like, "Shut up, kid! Like, not now.
What are you doing back here, bro? Get out of my face!
Stop patronizing me. Like, I don't need this."
Do you think that's good for golf though? Because I love the Ryder Cup when you have a gallery that's actively rooting for one side, rooting against another side. There's a hero, there's a villain. In most tournaments, you don't get that side of golf, and it's a little bit different from most other sports. I personally like watching that on TV when they've got people like clapping and cheering when a shot goes in the water. To me, that makes it more fun.
Have you guys ever been to a Ryder Cup?
No. I'd like to.
Telling you guys, it's unbelievable. I agree. I love it. I think golf needs to go more in that direction. I think it's great. I like even the competition between live guys and tour guys. Like I think it's great.
Yeah,
it's awesome, and that's what's so fun about the Ryder Cup is you really get to let loose. Like in golf, for me, I'm always trying to keep my emotions down, good or bad. Even if I make a long putt, like you can't get too excited because it can affect you. But at the Ryder Cup, you can explode at every hole. Like every hole is the last hole of the tournament, and that's what makes that tournament so special, and it gets nasty.
Yeah,
like there's relationships. Once you play in a Ryder Cup, relationships change with Americans and Europeans. Like guys that you were like, on Sunday night, everyone gets together and has drinks, and it's fun, and it's blah blah blah, whatever. But relationships change because of this tournament because it's really passionate and it gets intense.
Yeah, and you actually said after you won Travelers, like that was one of your first thoughts because you were now in position to be on the Ryder Cup this year. I mean, did you ever think that, was there a moment in time when you're like, I'll never be back on the Ryder Cup? Because you played on 2 teams. This has got to be a pretty big thrill to be like, hey, I might be back with the boys.
Yeah, there was a time in my career where I thought I was going to play in every Ryder Cup. I was going to play in 5, 6 my whole career. And then there was a time there where I thought I'm never going to get another chance at this. And I played in 2, I lost 2. 1 was a heartbreaker that I think about regularly. It still sticks with me how brutal Medina was. But there was a time there where it wasn't that I wasn't making the teams, like I wasn't in the comp, I wasn't even close. Right. Like it wasn't like, oh, he could be a pick or whatever. So there were times where, and it was really sad. Like watching Ryder Cups when you played in one, those are the toughest to not be there, especially when they win. It's like, oh fuck, I wish I could enjoy that. And, but I'm so proud to be even in this conversation because everybody that was on my teams that I played on, they're all gone.
Right.
They're old. They're on the senior tour or they're, not on the tour anymore. So like there's a whole generation of guys that I played with that are not even really on the tour anymore. So for me to go to be on that team would be really something.
Yeah.
And something that I would just love to do that because I think if I could get on a team and win a Ryder Cup, that'd be something that I would love to be able to have on my resume and be able to think back on.
All right, so this is like the win one for Keegan. Let's get it going.
Yeah,
let's get the stories going.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to win one. You can't be like you can't have 2 losses and we got to win one for Keegan.
So this year it's in Italy, right?
It's in
Italy.
Italy.
Do you have any ties to Italy whatsoever? Can we try to form a narrative like we got to send them back to? Have you ever been to Italy?
I don't think Keegan Bradley's a very Italian name.
I went there on my honeymoon with my wife.
Okay.
So you've got a good history of scoring well in Italy.
This is like this is like the QB prospect who went to a camp when he was like 16, and then the coach is now a head coach. Is like, well, they got ties. They met each other once for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Send them back.
Send them back to the honeymoon.
So me and Big Cat right now are playing in our own Ryder Cup, WRITER, that we're filming this week. We're going to be putting it out later on this summer. We both kind of have a similar deficiency. Actually, we have lots of deficiencies in our game. But one that we're trying to work on is curing our slices off the tee. So also we're very dumb and we don't know what we're doing. So in like 5 words or less, can you fix our slice?
Hold on one second. I want to know, is that, Big Cat, is that your real golf swing that you post with your legs locked like that? That can't be real.
It is not. It is the one I do to make my friends laugh when I get drunk on the course. But it works. The craziest thing is I usually hit it straight when I do that. Obviously, you sacrifice a lot of power without using any of your lower body whatsoever, but I can hit that straight.
Can you?
Yeah, and it's pretty funny. It's like goes like 150, but it gets a laugh out of everyone.
It's so preposterous. Because I know that you're athletic, you play basketball and stuff. I'm like, that can't be his real swing. That is that is so horrible. But what I always tell amateurs is like the biggest misconception is to swing easy and try to like if you're like when I'm at my most nervous, sometimes I swing as hard as I can. Because it's like if you're going and easing into it, especially if you ease into it, you're going to slice. You're going to hit it to the right. So if I was you guys, just hit it as hard as you can.
Okay, no, that's bad. That's bad.
Well,
you just gave me a bad tip.
I like this advice. He's basically being like, stop being pussies.
Yeah, just rip it.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
All right, bombs only today.
Yeah, this is not going to go well for me. God damn it. I don't know about this. Swinging easy.
310 on the fly. That's what I'm aiming for today.
Yeah.
That's right. Perfect.
Do you ever go driver off the deck? That's my other move. I love going driver off the deck on par 5s where I just if I have any type of lie, I'll even do driver out of a sand trap if it's like a long enough par 5. Have you ever thought about doing that?
I am not a driver off the deck guy. I see people do that, and I think, holy shit. I don't know how. Like, I've seen Ricky Fowler hit driver off the deck, and these guys, they hit it. It's nice high in the air. Like, I think I could miss the ball. I don't know how people do that.
Yeah. It's special talent, I guess.
It is.
I guess I'm the man.
If you just don't give a fuck, then you stop thinking about what all the bad things that could happen. Think about how sweet it would be if you just hit a little piss missile down the fairway.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Well, this has been awesome. I have one last question for you, Keegan. It is the Rhoback question, rhoback.com. Use code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. I'm wearing the shorts right now. They're phenomenal. Okay, so your mentor is Phil, or one of your mentors is Phil Mickelson. You're best friends with Michael Jordan. How much money have you gambled on a golf course before? Because that's two guys that like – do you have like a separate fund where you're like, honey, I have to I'm going to play with Phil and MJ. Like, I got to bring a lot of cash.
Yeah, those are definitely days you got to bring a lot of cash. Yeah, I mean, the thing about those guys is they'll play you for whatever you want. So if you want to play for a lot, they'll play for that. If you want to play they'll play MJ will play my buddies for $10,
right?
Like my regular, my friends that have regular lives and jobs, and he's just as into that because money isn't. He's got so much of it.
Right.
It's like he wants to beat you and embarrass you and talk shit to you and humiliate you. So I mean, it's not so much about the. I know what you want right now. You want me to tell you, I played him for whatever, but I think that for those guys especially, they just want to beat you.
No, it's a good answer.
These guys are so competitive.
Yeah.
Like I in Brady too, when we played that game, it's like, dude, you gotta chill a little bit. Like I don't want to blow my knee out. Like, God forbid you blow your knee out.
Right.
Like this is you're my hero. Like these guys they're just built a little different, but they just want to beat you. They don't care what the price is.
I like that answer because it's actually perfect for a guy like Phil or MJ, where it's like it does the actual money amount doesn't matter. It's the fact that they have to just pay you anything is what they want.
Yeah,
like $50. If you have to hand over $50, they're just as happy.
He loves. Yeah, they just love it. It's like it's the best.
Yeah.
So when you beat MJ, does he get mad at you? Is he like, "Fuck, I can't believe I lost to this professional golfer"?
Yeah, yeah, and then I get that over him.
Yeah.
But then God forbid when I lose to him though, this is bad.
Yeah.
But he's listen, beating these guys is the best feeling because they hate to lose so much. But the thing about MJ is he's a really good golfer.
Yeah.
Like people don't realize this is a guy, he didn't start playing golf till he was in his 30s, I think. And he's just a great player, and he loves the sport, and he's told me before he wishes he picked it up sooner, and he loves the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
This guy loves he goes to everyone. He's been to everyone. The first time I saw him was at the 99 Ryder Cup in Boston, but he goes to everyone home and away. So he loves the sport, and it's great for the sport too, because at Medina, my first Ryder Cup is in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I had never met him before, and I was nervous wasn't the word I'd use. Scared, like scared, like someone chasing you with a knife. Scared, not like, oh, this is going to be fun. I'm nervous. It's going to work out. Like I got to get out of here. Like I can't do this. And the night before the first round, we're sitting all in as a team, and the night before the first round, it gets pretty quiet. Like the joking around's not, the ping pong stops. It's not, the fun is gone. And Davis Love was the captain, and he said, I got a special guest to come in and talk to you. And MJ walks in and gives us this speech. And I'm sitting there with my wife looking up at MJ like, this is way over my head. This is now gotten really serious. And he's talking about representing America and playing the dream team and all this. And it's like one of those moments where you don't know how you got in this spot. Like, this is your hero talking to you and giving you a speech. And that was one of those moments of my life and career that's like, seems fake again, and it's surreal.
That's awesome. That sounds like something you would actually dream about, to put yourself in like a positive mental state. Like, just picture Michael Jordan comes in and gets you amped up for this round of golf, and then it happens in real life. That has to be just the best moment ever.
Yeah, I mean, my life seems fake sometimes. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like it really does. Like I've had some time now where, because I'm in Detroit playing, so I'm away from my family. I'm in my room by myself, and like, so I've had some time now to sort of think about what's happened. And it seems like it's so strange when your dreams come true.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the weirdest thing. It's like, you dream as a kid to do this, and it's like, Jesus, we did it.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. It's a bizarre feeling it's so hard in this sport, especially because if you win the Super Bowl or you win the Stanley Cup, you're done playing. So for the year, so you have a long time to enjoy it. For us, like, I'm playing again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I could bogey the first hole and be pissed.
Back to it.
Like it's like I don't get so you got to take those moments. And like I was, sitting around just like thinking like, this is real. Like, you're doing it, man. Like, you're doing what you wanted to do your whole life. And it's pretty amazing.
That's awesome. Well, Keegan, we're very happy for you. We're rooting for you. Hopefully you'll be on the Ryder Cup. Let's win one for Keegan. And good luck this weekend, man. It was great having you on.
Thank you, boys.
Keegan was brought to you by Bowlero. Bowlero is the world's largest owner and operator of bowling centers with over 325 locations throughout the United States, currently located in 34 states. They've also got great food and drink there. One of the best places to go for a meal. For an ice-cold cocktail, they've got a couple novelty-type drinks. I love Bowlero. They're known for reinventing one of America's oldest pastimes into a new and unforgettable experience with modern and beautifully designed venues, expansive arcades, premium signature cocktails, and a very creative menu. Now we're here to introduce the Barstool Bowlero Invitational, this summer's most anticipated event. Joining the Invitational is easy. Simply enter your name and visit any Bowlero near you and bowl for your chance to be entered to win one of our ultimate prizes, including limited edition Barstool bowling gear, an event at any Bowlero, and the ultimate grand prize, which includes tickets to the big game and the basketball finals, plus a trip to the Barstool Bowlero Invitational Finale in Chicago on August 9th. The fun doesn't stop here. Enjoy a guaranteed spot on the lanes when you reserve a lane or you book an event at Bowlero near you. Visit Bowlero.com using promo code Barstool. Get 15% off your next lane reservation. This offer is only valid through August 31st. Visit www.bowlero.com/Barstool to learn more about the Barstool Bowlero Invitational starting July 12th. Participation is open until July 23rd. No skill is required. All participants have an equal chance of winning. To find a participating center near you, visit www.bowlero.com/Barstool. And now, here's Pat Friermuth.
Okay, we now welcome on very special guest, tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Pat Friermuth. We should actually start there. How sick is it when the crowd says Muth?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's, gives me chills. It's pretty cool. Like running out of the stadium before games, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's like you're perfectly in line with Steelers tight ends.
I still say Heath. I hope that's okay.
No, it's totally fine. I feel like a lot of people still say Heath.
Yeah, I was
which
gonna
is
say,
fine.
what percentage of the fans do you think just are so drunk and confused? They see you get a first down over the middle.
All the time.
Absorb a couple of hits.
I mean, my buddy Zach Gentry, whenever he scores, whenever he catches the ball, they yell Muth.
Muth.
Or whoever.
You get credit for all of them.
He'll like run off the field, he'll like roll his eyes at me. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
What do you want me to do?
You should get fancy points when that happens.
Yes.
If enough of the crowd says that it's Muth, it's Muth.
Yes, I did a bad job of introing you because you're also a Block of the Year award winner. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so Stephen Shea,
Yeah, Shea, He hit me up.
He
said,
did?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was cool. I mean, I've never really heard of the award before, but
It's
it
not
was
really
awesome to win it.
It's
It was
completely
big
made
time.
up. Yeah.
The
pretty
Boy
sure I
Award.
made a video of it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no,
It was big,
you won for your first game in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
It was a block against the Bills.
Yeah.
So do you have the trophy anywhere?
I don't have the trophy. I'm still waiting for it.
Okay.
So
we'll
it was like
rectify that.
a social media award, maybe.
No, I think there's actually a brick that that
yeah.
you're supposed to get.
I never got that brick.
Yeah. Well, how many other awards do you have? You probably have a shitload of awards.
A couple.
Yeah.
From nothing from the NFL yet, but college and NFL.
Block of the Year.
Well, other than block of the year.
Yeah, I mean
Other than block of the
that's
year.
an NFL award.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
true.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
You can just go to Home Depot and buy a brick, too.
I could. Yeah, I should.
All right, so your entry into the NFL. We're going to talk a little college too, but you obviously get in a locker room with a legend, Big Ben.
Yeah.
What was like the first interactions with Big Ben like, knowing like he's been here forever?
Yeah.
And he's like 38, 39.
Yeah.
Like, was he still one of the guys? Was he still like young? I mean, he still could play right now. Let's admit that, right?
Yeah, he definitely could. He definitely could.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was weird. My first interaction with him was he called me like the day after I got drafted, and it was like 2 PM, and I was still in bed because I was like pretty hungover from getting drafted, like celebrating stuff, and I'm like, hello, like, because I saw the 412 area code, and he was like, are you still sleeping? And I'm like, no, like, who is this? He's like, oh, this is Ben. I was like, oh shit, what's up, dude? But no, he was great, man. You know, my locker's right next to him, which is pretty cool, and he was a good dude just to be around. He's definitely one of the guys, and it was just kind of cool learning from him and kind of seeing like what like. I mean, I got to learn from my locker's right next to a Hall of Famer. Like it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was your locker right next to his locker, or did he have like 2 or 3 lockers with all the medical devices have to take up some space?
Nah, he had my lockers right next to his, and then he had like an extra locker, so he had a whole corner.
Did you ever see him like banged up, like hurt after a game?
Yeah, there was one game where he had like a massive bruise, like all like down his thigh. It was
Warrior.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive, like how he continued to play, like just banged up that old.
So many injuries.
Yeah.
So he retires.
Yep.
He definitely came to training camp at least once or twice. Just had to force a habit, right?
Yeah, I think he came to one of the practices. It was cool, like just kind of seeing him. It was weird to be honest, because like just kind of we didn't really. The year after him, everyone's kind of like, oh, who's the quarterback going to be? And it was weird having him back. Like, oh, come throw.
Yeah.
So you guys get Kenny Pickett, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Be honest. The first time you shook Kenny's hand, did you size it up?
It's a little small.
Did you look at it?
Nah,
a little
nah.
We
small.
like Kenny. We've been
Kenny.
saying
We love
for years,
Kenny.
like
Yeah,
his
love
hands
Kenny.
are the perfect size
I
to play in Pittsburgh.
think his hands are perfect.
Yeah.
I think his hands are perfect. They're nice hands.
Did you notice though? Were you like going in the handshake?
No, I did not notice.
What about like, and again, we all love Kenny, so
Yeah.
this is like a room where we're
Yeah.
like, you know,
We
we
love
love Kenny.
Kenny.
We
We
love
love
Kenny.
Kenny. Yeah.
Like, we love Kenny.
Love you,
Love
Kenny.
Kenny.
Kind of a pussy move with the gloves, right?
Nah. I love the gloves. 2 gloves, Kenny. He embraces it. He embraces it.
But there's definitely a moment where you had to get used to it being like, this is a little weird.
Well, it is weird. Like looking at it is weird. Like because like I sometimes like try to throw the ball back with my receiving gloves on. He wears receiver's gloves, and it's kind of weird. Like, dude, how the hell do you throw like
The stick,
this?
yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of weird, but like it works for him. So
Yeah. And he's got swag. Now, you did play with probably the swaggiest quarterback of all time in Trace McSorley at Penn State.
Yeah.
Was he, I would imagine in the huddle, because like, especially towards the end of his career, it felt like he would just be able to get plays out of, draw it up, like, let's just run around and I'll fucking make something happen.
Yeah. So I was there his last year, and so he had his own wrinkles to the offense, and it was cool. Just kind of he would be out there and just be like, "Hey, do that." And I'll be like, "All right." And like him scrambling around, like you had no idea what he was going to do. So like you just kind of went deep, and
Yeah.
Watch them chuck it.
How cool is it at Penn State games where they do the whiteout? I have to imagine like walking out of that tunnel.
You guys have to go. It's unreal. Like it's like walking out of that tunnel. Like you can hear like the warm ups are packed. Like nothing cooler than warming up in front of like the whole stadium packed, 107,000. Like warming up with 50 minutes to go before the game. And like when you go in the locker room, like you can hear the stands like jumping. Like,
some people, not me, some people are saying Penn State hasn't done well with the whiteouts, and that's why they scheduled Minnesota this year so they could catch an easy dub. Some people are saying that.
Some people. I think more of it's the Big Ten noon kickoff or whatever.
Yeah.
That they do now. So they schedule the big time games for that.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Minnesota at all.
Right.
Love Minnesota.
No, all disrespect to Minnesota. Fuck Minnesota.
I lost to Minnesota. I was on 4th ranked team in the country. Do you guys remember that game?
Yeah. Was that that wasn't the
Rashard
overtime game, was it?
Rashard Bateman went for like 200 yards.
That's
game.
right.
Yeah.
You weren't in the overtime game. That was a couple of years ago. The Illinois.
Yeah, that was a year before. Yeah,
You were in that game?
No,
Okay.
the 9 overtime game.
Yeah.
Nah,
that was brutal.
Game. Oh my god, talking about some bad football.
Yeah, that was really bad football. Loved it. So James Franklin.
Yep.
He is. We've talked about his motivation at times. What's the weirdest motivation thing he did for the team? I think he did juice boxes once.
Yeah, to stay juiced up.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Was there anything weird that he did where he's like, "What are we doing here?"
I don't know. Nothing weird. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing weird that I can think of. He just had some like interesting like talks about just I don't know. He's a weird dude.
Yeah.
But I love him. I love Frank.
He's a perfect example
Yeah.
of a guy who's great at college.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if he was in the NFL, I don't think it would work.
Oh, yeah.
But when it comes to like 18 to 22-year-old kids,
Yeah.
he's the perfect coach.
He's because he like the one thing I hated was like he checks everyone's classes.
Oh.
So like even if you were the starter or like a walk-on guy, like he's checking your class regardless. So like that was the annoying part because it was like we're playing Ohio State, like
I don't need to go to class.
Hey, let's get it going, and then your class is checked on a Thursday. If you were a young guy, you could maybe be suspended for that game.
Sit up front in classes. Did he tell you guys to do that?
Yeah, he was pretty hard on that.
Yeah. But that's good. That's culture.
Yeah, it's great. It's big build of culture, but like sitting in the front of a lecture hall class
when you have to play Ohio State.
It's kind of.
You think Ohio State is going to class that week?
No chance.
I doubt it. I doubt it. They're not even enrolled. They
no
just
chance. No chance.
So what about Coach Tomlin? We love Coach Tomlin. Yeah. We think he's a one of a kind guy. Great head coach. Great head coach. He's proved that time and time again. Does he speak to you guys in riddles the way he speaks to the press?
Yeah. He does. It's funny. Like being there, he's had the same message consistently. But like in OTA, like we just finished up OTAs, and it's like. He wants you to run through a brick wall in OTAs. Like he makes you like in team meetings, just like damn, like okay, let's go freaking win a Super Bowl in OTAs. It's pretty.
We want volunteers, not hostages.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you a volunteer?
That's one of my favorite. I'm a volunteer.
Yeah.
I love Pittsburgh.
He is like doesn't get enough credit for being such a good coach because
I know.
And especially like when the Ben Le'Veon, Antonio Brown stuff happened, I think all of us were like, "Oh, is he losing the locker room?" And actually, in retrospect, it's like, no, he actually did an insane job of managing all that. Yeah. Are you like, what is it day to day that makes him special? Where it's like the Steelers are just consistent every single year.
I think like the biggest thing that I enjoy is like there's no gray area at all. Like he'll be in team meetings and be like, "Hey, listen, if you don't win this matchup, like we're gonna lose the game."
Yeah.
So like and as a professional athlete, like you love that. Like okay, this is what I need to do to win the game. And like I think that's why everything's been so successful because everyone takes it so personal. Like that matchup, like going into a game, which he's a hell of love him.
Is the standard the standard?
Yeah, which is weird. Actually, now that you say it, that was a Coach Franklin quote too. The standard is the standard, but we never really knew what the standard was.
It's the standard.
It's the standard.
It's the standard.
We know
like what is the standard?
It's
the standard.
The standard.
It sounds like you didn't go to school.
Yeah, but,
you missed that.
but I don't know. It confuses me sometimes. I know what I know what it means, but I'm confused.
It sounds like you don't know what it means.
because it's the standard.
The standard is the standard.
What's the standard?
It's the standard. This is easy stuff, Pat.
It couldn't be more.
Yeah, you're right. It's the
Yeah,
standard.
right.
Yeah, the standard is the standard.
What would you say the standard is?
The Pittsburgh way, I guess.
No,
it's the
come on.
standard.
Oh, the standard.
All right, let's try this again.
That was bad.
All right.
This is like Baby Gronk. All right, you're going to say the standard after you ask this question.
Dude,
So we should talk about that because you were for a time Baby Gronk. People called you Baby Gronk growing up.
Yeah.
And now you're back in the news, I guess you grew up pretty quickly.
Listen, no, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you think Baby Gronk could play in the NFL one day? Sound off in the comments right now.
Wait, when you say ridiculous, you mean like how good he is, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and how he rizzes up Livy Dunn.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Wait, you think he rizzed up Livy Dunn?
No,
Livy rizzed him up.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Memes,
That's
what
what the
is
comments are saying.
That's what
Because
they're saying.
Baby Gronk went in for the side hug on Livy.
Baby Gronk rizzed up Livy Dunn.
Yeah.
That way.
Is there a baby Friermuth?
Have you seen Baby Diggs?
No.
He's electric. I'll show you some highlights later.
Do you think this is a good trend in the NFL to have
it's a great
8-year-olds
trend.
running around pretending to be superstars?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
weird.
it's a little weird. I mean, like, it is. It
But
is what it
wouldn't
is,
that be like the sign that you've made it if there's a baby Friermuth?
I guess.
Yeah.
Actually,
we gotta
Jerry
get one.
Jerry should be baby Friermuth.
Yeah. Let's
Jerry could be baby.
Yeah.
Friermuth. Jerry's a piece.
let's talk about Jersey Jerry real
Yeah.
quick because obviously you know him, you're friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I think I actually remember the first time that I knew that you guys had been in touch. We went to Bears Steelers Monday Night Football, and he was like, "Hey, I want to just stop by real quick because Pat said he would sign my jersey." And it was like 30 minutes before kickoff. And I was like, I don't think so, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's probably getting
Yeah.
ready for the game. What's the vibe in the Steelers locker room with Jersey Jerry?
We all love him. He's
Yeah,
a good dude.
he's the best.
He's hilarious. Like, he's hilarious. All his videos are hilarious. I remember that he was texting. Like, I came back from warm-ups and I checked my phone quick to put on a song before I went out. And like I had a text from him like, "Hey man, like you come out and sign my jersey." I'm like,
Yes.
Jerry, I'm about to run out of the tunnel. Like,
That's exactly what I told him. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's getting ready for the game.
No,
Jerry.
but he's funny. Yeah, but he's a good dude, man.
He also it's you, Deontay Johnson, obviously loves Kenny, but he'll just be like, Pat Friermuth's going to go off today. And I was like, why? Like, what do you, he's like, I don't know. I just have a feeling. He's like, that's just it. He's just got to feel. I think it's just whoever he likes, he talks
That
to.
day, yeah.
Yeah. He just rides with you every single weekend.
I mean, I love the video of him at dinner telling Kenny that I was always open. That was sick.
Yeah. Yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah. He's like, Pat is always open.
love
Just
it.
hit him.
Do you also notice when TJ Watt, when it's bully season, when he gets the haircut
Yeah.
after the bye week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see TJ fall in his pool?
Yeah.
Okay, because that was bad.
That made me a little nervous.
Yeah, Jerry was that's on Jerry, actually. You should blame Jerry.
Why?
Because anything bad that happens to TJ in the offseason, Jerry should be accountable for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Like,
Jerry could be like his assistant.
he shouldn't be cleaning his own pool.
No.
Jerry should be cleaning the pool.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell are we doing here?
That could be a Barstool new like hire for Jerry.
I mean, he actually has said that he would drop everything to be a water boy for the Steelers. But he also said that he needs to get paid $60,000 a year. I don't think that's what you pay water boys.
I don't know if we're paying him that.
He would do anything though. Like you need a designated driver, call him. He might be a
absolutely.
couple hours away, but he'll show
absolutely.
up.
He will show up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He is ride or die.
Ride or die.
Yeah.
I read back in your high school career
Yeah.
that you won 78 basketball games in a row.
Oh yeah. You just digging, man.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, our team was filthy.
So wait, how many years did that span?
5 years.
5?
You
Yeah.
went to high school for 5 years?
I actually did. But I went so
Wait, okay. Now the standard
Yeah.
makes
Because
sense.
you didn't go to,
so I went to public school for 2 years and then I repeated my sophomore year. So I did 2 sophomore years.
Got
Okay,
it.
that's awesome.
What was the reasoning for that?
Because I played quarterback my sophomore year, my true sophomore year, and I was god awful.
Okay.
Wing T offense, Big Ten offense.
Okay.
Awful. And then I was just like,
You got to do it
I gotta
again.
do something.
So you repeat sophomore year of high school. How easy was it taking the same classes again?
It was pretty easy.
Yeah.
My senior year was a joke. Like it was all electives.
Yeah.
But the school was a good school, but like it was a joke.
So how many years? So you played? Which one is it? The public school, or the private school that went on that 78 game winning streak?
Private. So it was like 2 years before I got there,
And then
it was
all
my third.
you never lost a basketball
Never
game.
lost- so I lost. Never. It was a league game. So I never lost a league game. So it was 78 in a row.
Sounds like you lost the playoffs.
Well, no, we won the title.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But
So who beat you?
What was the league? Yeah.
So like actually Bruce Brown, Vermont Academy, they beat us. We played Cheshire Academy, they beat us. Like those, like Brewster, like those schools.
yeah.
There's a kid on Vermont Academy actually who dunked on me. I forget his name.
Oh, is there video of that?
Nah, I don't think so.
That
hope
would be a
not.
shame
I
if
hope
someone
not.
found
78
that.
games
I
is
hope.
so many. Like, how at that point do you still have focus to go out there and win? It's like,
so
what else
boring.
can you do?
Like we would be up by 40, and our coach would be like, "Look, we gotta pick it up." Like, dude, we're up by 40. Like, some of these kids like shouldn't be on the court right now. Like,
Yeah, it's like how we talk about LeBron could be an NFL tight end if you
Yeah.
focus on that. Could you be in the NBA?
no. I was good. I was a shooting guard, but I was not NBA good.
You were a shooting guard? How
Yeah.
tall were you?
That was my height right now. Our team was good.
Jesus.
We had 3 or 4 guys go to like Division I schools.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you actually think that LeBron could be a tight end?
Yeah.
How long would it take LeBron right now to be in the NFL? How is it? 38?
38.
38 years
I
old?
mean, I
Yeah.
don't know if he could play right now, but I think in his prime he could have played. He probably could have picked it up at training camp and went out there and scored a touchdown or two.
Yeah,
His high school clips are pretty impressive.
they are. They are. So Darnell Washington's in your locker room right now.
Yeah, yeah.
When you first met that guy, are you like, Jesus?
He's huge. He's a grown man. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He's a good man. He's a good dude.
Do you want to? I asked Kenny for some questions. Do you want to do some Kenny questions?
Yeah, we'll do some Kenny questions.
These are Kenny questions.
Yeah.
What are you hiding under your beard?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So a beard is like the guy's makeup.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we had a discussion about that last week in the locker room, and they were told me to shave, and I was like, no, I'd look pretty ugly.
Yeah.
Like, especially with my hair, like I have to have a beard.
Yeah.
Or a soul
Okay.
patch? You ever had a soul patch?
Like, is that right?
Just a dot right underneath
Oh,
the lip.
no,
I
So-
could pull up a picture of a random guy in a soul patch and show it to you.
So it sounds like you are hiding something.
Yeah,
An ugly face.
I
Yeah.
would be. I would consider myself ugly if I didn't have a beard.
I'm
yes.
also doing the same. I have
So
a
we
beard
should
for
we
the
should
same.
shave. We should shave.
No, absolutely not. Yes.
All right, so random example
Yeah.
of soul patch. I just Googled male soul patch. Oh, it's that guy. So Max,
Yeah.
right there. That's Max with a soul patch. What do you think about that?
It looks pretty ugly.
I like that the beard
Yeah.
looks good. The
Not
beard
good.
looks good.
Not good.
The beard looks good the way it is.
All right. Remember, these are Kenny questions.
Kenny questions,
So
yeah.
not my questions. He just wrote rumors of new girlfriend, certified lover boy. Again, a Kenny question,
Yes.
not a me question.
Yes. New girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay, so certified lover boy.
Certified lover boy.
Okay, nice. Congrats on being a lover boy. And then the last one was, why are your legs so disproportionately big?
They are big legs.
They're
Yeah,
huge
big
legs,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. I wish they were proportionate to my whole rest of my body.
Well, no,
No.
because then you probably wouldn't be in the NFL.
Yeah. I don't know. I do have big legs. I wish I had bigger calves.
How much do you squat?
I haven't. The max squat in college was like 605, something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
That's way better than Kittle.
How pumped were you after that?
I was pretty pumped. So it was like how it is like you go up to, I think you max out at like 425, but you get as many reps as you can. So I think I got like 8 or 12, something like that.
Jesus
It was tiring. It sucked.
Christ.
Yeah, it sucked.
Was the whole team around you like hyping you up?
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen like hype up videos in the weight room. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love those.
Hell yes.
Wait, you said that you were listening to like your pregame warm up song.
Yeah.
When Jerry was texting you, probably
Yeah.
you were getting the dings from Jerry's text. What songs you listen to before a game?
So right before I go out, I listen to In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. It gets me going every time.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if the game's at 1 o'clock, night game, always put it on.
Yep.
You ever listen to just here we go, Steelers?
Nah,
Here
we go.
I do not.
Steelers
Pittsburgh's on to the
Super Bowl.
Here we go.
The Steelers, the
I don't, but that's pretty impressive.
It's a great
What-
song.
What about Renegade? Renegade feels like a
Renegade's
cheat
good.
move. It
Yeah.
does. Actually, that Monday Night Football game,
Yeah.
Renegade played. I think the Bears fumbled like right after.
Yeah.
It does feel like cheating. Do you guys get as pumped up as
was
the
sick.
crowd gets?
Yeah, I remember my first Renegade. I was like, "This is like." I grabbed a towel and started doing it myself. Like it was sick. Like, it was sick. It was sick. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Have you ever been witness to a double Renegade?
No,
They play it like once every 5 years. They'll play it twice in the same game.
That's an extra
You're not.
cheat.
You're
that's
not
like
losing
that.
that
I feel like
game.
that's like an AFC North like bloodbath. Like
Yeah.
Ravens prime time, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it true that you guys and the Ravens don't like each other
It's very true. Yeah.
throughout the record books?
What do you mean?
Like when you guys play each other, doesn't matter what the record
Doesn't
is,
matter.
throw it out.
Doesn't matter.
No love lost.
No love lost.
Who's the hardest guy to block?
Max Crosby,
Yeah.
dude. I'm sure you can find a clip, but he fucked me up.
Really?
Oh, it was so bad. Sent me flying. And I look back. Kenny he'll contest the story. I looked at him like, dude, what do you want me to do? Like, he's like, I don't know, go low, I guess. And he's Max Crosby's a hell of a player.
That was another Kenny question. Like Kenny, the end of the year, it did feel like you guys were in the same game every single week,
Yep.
where it was like not being able to move the ball, Then the minute you needed like fourth quarter, that drive, Kenny was that dude. Was there something like that you could see in the huddle where it's just like I feel the trust here, like he's got us.
Yeah, he's clutch. Like you never wavered in like any type of situation in that game. Any game that we played is really like he's even keeled throughout the whole game. And 2-minute situations, you just want to win.
Yeah,
and he has that winning gene. Like even in OTAs, like he's like no, we're not just, it's not OTAs. Like we're competing to win. Like so you love to play for him. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the record going to be this year? Guarantee. You have to guarantee this.
Guarantee it. 16-0.
16-0. All right, so
going into
17
week-
games.
Yeah,
schedule.
17.
Yeah.
16-1.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
16-1.
Okay.
I didn't
So
even
you
go back to
lose
school.
last week because you pull all your starters because you have the number 1 seed locked up.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then
Exactly.
in fairness to you, they teach you that it's 17 game schedule in your third sophomore year, so you didn't.
Yeah,
get
so
that
I wasn't
far.
there yet. Yeah, I wasn't there yet. Yeah, damn.
How big is Darnell Washington?
Huge. Like he's bigger than most of our tackles. Like,
It's crazy.
Like he's crazy, and like yeah,
It's gonna be fun playing with him.
yeah.
I'm sure.
I'm pumped just because he blocked dudes pretty good. So
Yeah.
maybe he'll firm me up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I think the most impressive part of your resume is that you went on Big Ben's podcast.
Yeah.
What was that booking process like?
He like texted me and was like, "Hey man, can you go on my podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah, like when is it?" Blah blah. It was actually it was a week after the season ended, so I went home and I had to fly back for it. It was cool being with Coach, man. He just kind of texted me and was like, "Want to be on my podcast?"
I heard that somebody else asks the questions and then Big Ben dubs in his voice afterwards, like Meghan Markle. Is that true, or was he in the room with you?
He's in the room with us.
Yeah.
He's in the room.
All right, Jersey Jerry question here.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to run any different plays this year? I think he might be a little frustrated with the offense.
I think the offense is looking good right now.
Okay.
I think the offense is looking great right now.
Okay,
So
but maybe a few different plays.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
That
I think the
wasn't-
offense is looking great.
That wasn't a yes, just for
Yeah,
everyone
yes,
listening.
it's gonna be new plays.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Okay,
There we go.
brand new plays.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Do you ever tell Najee, hey, maybe don't try to hurdle everybody because you're just gonna get hit in the nuts all the time?
Yeah, no, he's got to stay. I always tell him I don't know how you jump. Like, I don't know how guys jump in there. I need my feet on the ground the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of bad things that can happen when you're up.
Yes.
there.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
All right.
How big is Darnell Washington?
You're really obsessed with how big he is.
It's his third
Big guy.
time.
He's like, I mean, you got to come to a game. You come to training camp. He's
I just want to stand next to him.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Judge and Jose Altuve. Just
yeah. he's all of 6'8". He's a big dude.
damn.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
All right, last question. Rhoback question. Promo code TAKE. 20% off your first purchase. RHOBACK.com. Q-Zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts, everything. Rhoback.com. All right, so Penn State wrestler Roman Bravo went on one of our podcasts, Spinning Backfist.
Yeah.
Shout out Robbie and Big Ev. And he told a story that he was living in the same building as you one night after the bars, drunk, eating Pringles in the elevator, and you were in the elevator and you just took his Pringles and walked away. Would you like to refute that story or confirm that's exactly what happened?
So we definitely went out a lot, me and him. Like, but I don't remember ever taking
Stealing his Pringles?
I'm not a big Pringle guy either, so it doesn't sound like me.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's what he wants to tell people.
Okay.
I
It
guess.
could have happened.
Nah, it didn't.
It didn't happen.
Definitely didn't
He
happen.
took your Pringles.
He took.
What would you
listen,
do if another man took your Pringles?
I don't know. I'd be pissed, but I wouldn't fight any of the Penn State wrestlers if that's what you're asking, because they're some freaks.
Yeah, they are.
Like Bo Nickel, I'm good.
Yeah.
He's
he's insane.
He's just sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that story didn't happen.
Okay. All right. Good.
Didn't happen.
No,
So he also said he pinned Micah Parsons. Did that happen?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know. That's pretty hard to do.
It feels like Micah Parsons is a guy that would be tough to pin.
Yeah, Micah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wrestled. I'm pretty sure he's a state championship wrestler in high
Yeah.
school too.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Did you ever have to block him?
Micah.
Yeah.
I tried. Couldn't. He's filthy.
Yeah.
Like he would just show, like, he's the typical, like, he shows up at practice and it's literally like, I don't feel like practicing today, but he'll go in for a play and it's like, you don't need to practice.
Yeah,
Like,
right,
like-
right. Just blows everything
yeah,
up.
literally. But yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah.
So we are here at Tight End University. We should probably ask a question about what you're hoping to learn at Tight End University. Is there one area that you're trying to get better at?
Yeah, like my release game. I think Kelsey and Kittle have really good releases, so I'm interested to see what they have up their sleeve.
I
Okay.
heard Jordan Reed is teaching the release class.
Is he
Yeah. Best release in the game.
best release in the game?
Yeah.
That'll be pretty interesting.
Okay. All right. Well, Pat, this has been awesome, man.
Cool,
Appreciate you
it,
coming
man.
on.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck this year.
Appreciate it.
I'm sure we'll be you know, riding with you, as Jersey
Absolutely.
Jerry tells us every week. This is the week.
Yeah.
But
First touchdown, Pat.
maybe every week
get
will
some
be the
touchdowns.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're always open.
Always open.
Always open, Kenny.
Always open.
All right, thanks,
Cool.
man.
Appreciate it, guys.
Pat Friermuth was brought to you by Max. Let's talk about the most exciting streaming destination with the best in entertainment. Of course, we're talking about Max. They have shows and movies from the Food Network, TLC, the DC Universe, Adult Swim, and more. They've got the new Shazam movie, Rick and Morty, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. They're all on Max. I just watched Reality on Max on the plane ride back a couple weeks ago. Fantastic. And, of course, all the HBO originals like Succession, Winning Time, and The Last of Us. Winning Time's coming back. Hell yeah. They've got something for every mood, and plans start as little as $9.99 a month. Subscription required. Visit Max.com. Max, the one to watch. Sign up now at Max.com.
Okay, so thank you to Max.com. We have our last movie review. We watched The Heat this week. Sandra Bullock, Melissa McCarthy, all-time classic comedy. Did I tell you guys when she throws his phone book? They're interrogating the guy
Threw the
and
book
they're like,
at her.
throw the phone book at him. Boom, throws an actual phone book. I love this movie.
That was great. Melissa McCarthy's very funny. One of the most underrated comedic actresses of the last 20 years.
I agree. And it was like a buddy cop film with Melissa McCarthy and Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock, kind of a tight ass, little bit of a what?
She was a Jake.
She was.
She's Jake.
She was a little Jake. And then we had Melissa McCarthy playing the role of Billy, who just starts like busting people's faces and going crazy. I love this movie.
Great movie. I will watch any buddy cop movie, actually.
Yeah.
Buddy cop might be my favorite genre. It goes back to watching the old Lethal Weapons. It's just a can't-miss formula.
Right. Hank, did you like all the Boston scenes?
Yeah, it was nice Boston setting. Bill Burr cameo was great. Not a lot of other good cameos that
No,
off
I
the
don't
top of
think
my head.
anyone
There was
else.
one real piece of shit in this movie. I forget the guy's name. But
Yeah.
when he got busted, I was like, good, get him off the screen.
I was like, ha 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 ha.
You sick fuck.
Also, Peter Chernin.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was like, this movie's great. Who produced it? Duh.
And we have a wild fact from Jake that he was so excited he told me twice before we started taping.
No, once.
Yeah,
No, twice.
You
You
said it
said it
twice.
twice.
You
I
said it
thought
twice.
you didn't hear the first
The
time.
second time was when I was like, dude, stop.
Yeah, so yesterday was the 10-year anniversary that this movie released in theaters.
Wow.
That's why we did it.
That is
Yeah.
wild.
June 28th, 2013.
I love this movie so much. So Max.com has all the movies, shows, everything. That was fun doing movie reviews. I feel like we learned some things.
I was doing some research on it. I'm wondering because it made a lot of money. It was a very well received movie. The director said there was going to be a sequel, but Bullock shut it down. You might need to start at change.org.
really?
Sandra, don't do that,
Come on,
that
Sandy,
to
baby,
us.
lighten up.
We need this. You know what she needs? She needs Melissa McCarthy in her life.
Yeah, I mean, they're great together.
This
They're
art,
perfect
art
duo.
imitates life.
It's kind of like the David Spade, Chris Farley dynamic on screen.
Yeah. So give us the heat too. We gotta talk to old Peter. Let him know. Let's
Pete.
do it. Big P. All right, let's finish up.
Lot better than Jared from Subway. I'll say that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I enjoyed watching.
That was a
you know,
palate cleanser.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
if you're
It
gonna
was.
spend the holiday weekend watching a movie, I would suggest The Heat.
Yes.
Yeah, this
If you're like
show,
sitting
we
at
cover
home
all
on
the
a
bases.
weekend afternoon or a weekday afternoon, maybe. Jared
Yeah, we
from-
did basically every genre of movie. Yeah, it was great. Okay, let's wrap up with Firefest. Hank.
Yeah, I mean, you guys all heard Wednesday. I kind of alluded to it, but the Taco Bell Mount Rushmore came out. I knew it was bad in real time. I told my dad beforehand. I was like, Dad, like we did the Mount Rushmore of Taco Bell menu items, and I don't think it went well. And he still called me, reached out to be like, I know you told me it was bad, but that was horrible.
It was.
And I don't think he's ever reached out to be like, I've had some bad takes on the show, said some stupid things. He's never reached out to be like, that was bad, like you embarrassed me, son.
Hank, it wasn't just your dad that heard it, right?
Well, then I was like, hopefully, yeah, because I know my grandfather. I know he listens sometimes. Like, hopefully, he doesn't catch that one. He's like,
Hold
he
the
listens
mic
to
to your
every
mouth, Hank.
episode.
He listens to every episode. It was very funny.
And he hasn't even said anything to me.
We were
so.
walking out of the hotel yesterday, and Hank was just on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry again. I'm sorry again." And I was like, "Who the hell was that?" He's like, "It was my dad talking about the Taco Bell draft."
Yeah. Who did your dad say had the best draft?
He said the breakfast crunch wrap was bullshit. He did say that. He's like that shouldn't be ruled separately than the crunch wrap.
But what you kind of didn't answer the question I asked you.
I don't even remember what he said.
I think you
Also-
said that we had the best
And
draft.
Billy-
So you guys must have gotten 70% of the
one
vote.
of your
like
picks
you
was
did.
voted.
Nobody got 70%. I think you guys had 64%
Well,
of the vote.
you said to me and Billy, just to let you guys know, Big Cat and I are going to get about 70% of the votes today.
Well, we should have.
Well, you didn't.
Well, you guys used an AI robot. Billy was like, this proves that Taco Bell's not good. No, it proves that you guys completely pandered, and pandering works. You went and looked top Taco Bell items, and that's all you listed.
We're not familiar. We're allowed to research.
But
There's
I'm
nothing
just
in the
saying-
rules that
okay,
says
no,
we're not
no,
allowed to
I'll-
research.
I'll put my hand up. Where we went wrong, we should have taken Baja Blast.
And that's
Yeah.
something I've had.
Baja Blast, whoever took that was going to win. It's
Yeah.
like drafting Bedard.
Yeah, but it does not mean Billy's conclusion of this is that Taco Bell's not good. That's the opposite. People love Taco Bell. That was a great Mount Rushmore.
I think I'm easily, I'm a humble guy, but I pretty far and away the best Mount Rushmore drafter on this show over the years.
That's wrong.
And
Cat,
to
that
have
is wrong.
probably
Cat.
the lowest percentage of a vote on a topic that is so dear to my heart
Yeah, you
is
stink.
Yeah, that was bad, Hank.
You stink bad.
You
I
should
overthought
suspend
it.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
I wasn't.
Let Max go
it was
rogue.
bigger than me. I was trying to do it for the whole fam, and I let
You
everyone
let
down.
everyone down.
They should
And,
bring
and
back.
I will hear about it, like for it's not,
Good.
it's not something I won't like every time I'm like family events, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Will be like,
You brought shame.
what happened?
Yeah, it'd be like
Black
if we did
sheep.
an elevator draft and PFT didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otis number one. Otis, I
By
love
far.
Otis. Tyson,
By far.
Tyson Krupp, get the fuck out of
By
here.
far.
I'll take the stairs instead of taking a TK.
Okay, PFT, what's your Mount or Firefest?
My Firefest of the week is so a lot of our Firefests recently have involved moving to one extent or the other. It has been a pretty big part of our lives for
Never
the last
ends.
couple months. It never ends.
Face it.
Yeah.
I've been ordering a lot of stuff to my house, including a lot of these novelty signs that are just so true that I'm going to stack the entire wall behind me with. But I ordered a bunch of stuff, including some big things. So I've got a house. I need stuff to put in it. I bought a fiddle fig tree, which is like an indoor tree that you can have in your house.
Real or fake?
It's real. It's alive, but it lives indoors. And I bought one of
It's a lot of
those,
responsibility.
and I shipped it by mistake to my old apartment
Oh,
in New York.
no.
And I just found out today that it showed up at my apartment in New York, and I don't know what to do. I guess it just lives in my apartment lobby, and it's going to die there. Like there's a living thing that's about to die.
How big is it?
My guess would be 6 feet tall.
Oh my god,
6.5 feet tall. I don't know what to do. I could ask Billy to go over to my apartment,
that will work.
rescue the tree, save a
Yeah.
life, and then ship it to me in Chicago.
Tell him to do it.
To
July
like cut
3rd.
it up and send it in like a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's in the box?
Yeah, tell him to do it right before July 4th.
Yeah, I
need
mean, Billy's in New York right now, right?
it. Yeah.
I could ask him to go ship me my tree.
Yeah, you should. Why wouldn't you?
Well, there's some other stuff that got shipped there too by mistake.
Oh fuck.
A couple dogs, a small kitten in a box.
I did that with my
That's
old,
a joke. It's actually
Yeah.
it's the tree and then some other things that won't die.
I did that when I moved last time, and I shipped 8 novelty like foam oversized cowboy hats to my old place.
That's funny.
My old landlord was like, "What is this?" I was
What's
like,
going
Just
on?
throw 'em out.
I might also order drugs to my apartment and then have Billy ship those to me too, so he would get caught for
Yeah,
it, just to
that's
like
good.
try to get Billy hemmed up,
That's good.
frame him for something. It's been a
Yes.
long time since we framed somebody,
Yeah, he won't hear this.
but I think Billy's
not.
probably
won't.
he's probably my
won't.
best bet, right? Like I don't know what else to do, and I
Yeah.
could ask my neighbors to do it, but I feel like that's like a bridge too
It sounds
far.
like the start
And I
of a
respect
great,
you not asking me to do it.
No, of course not.
That would be crazy.
This sounds like the start of like a movie.
Yeah,
Like I had to go get my tree.
yeah,
Tree rescue.
yeah. Get Billy to rescue.
Cross country
Okay,
trip.
I'm gonna ask Billy to rescue my tree
Yeah,
for me.
have him do it. All right, my Firefest.
0% chance.
I actually had a really great week. This was a great week. The only thing that went somewhat wrong was I went. So we've been here in Pinehurst with a bunch of Barstool employees. We were doing like a pizza night at Riggs' house, and Jersey Jerry and I went to get ice cream, and we had a nice little ice cream date. Sat on a bench and almost broke the bench. Broke one of the slats of the bench. That's a really humbling thing to sit
Was
down
this
on.
before you started eating the ice cream or after?
No, it was in the middle. Yeah.
It,
So,
it
like,
got
Wait,
too
just-
heavy. in
I
the
got a
middle of it.
large ice cream and then I broke a bench.
It was like you were at the tipping point.
Yeah.
And then by the fourth lick, it's like, this is too much. I can't take
Yeah,
it.
so that was bad. But yeah, it was a great week. Great job, Hank. I know that you are slowly making my job to just be golf. And so far, I guess it's been okay.
Yeah, I mean, I know this was future Big Cat and Dave. This is something Dave was part of too. That both of you have always kind of been like this, where months in advance, like yeah, and then leading up, you were both kind of like, wait, we have to go
for how long?
For 4 days, and we're like kind of up my ass about it. But I think it went really well. Everyone had a good time.
We could have done it in 2 days, but yeah, it was great.
Competition, great time.
There was a full day that was just practice.
Yeah,
golf.
we could have done it in 2 days.
Well, it was a travel day. Everyone had to get in. If people missed their flights or whatever,
that's fine. It was a great time.
People will love the videos when they come out.
Wasn't the most efficient.
That's golf, baby.
That's
you gotta, you don't want to rush it.
Yeah, you don't. You want to make sure you stay an extra day just to golf a little more too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you. Are you staying, Jake, to golf?
I am.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
This is becoming a golf podcast.
It is. He's making the whole company a golf company.
So what happened yesterday out on the range, Billy has been like the most anti-golf person in the world, saying every podcast becomes a golf podcast. Golf sucks. It's for losers. Billy stepped up and took a couple rips with the driver, and the first 3 went like directly to the right. I think he hit a couple.
They went far. That's all he cared about.
And then the last one that he hit, he absolutely piped it, and he started jumping up and down in the air like a safety that just made a big sack, and he was so amped up. I think Billy is now a golfer. I think Billy's been converted.
Yeah, 2024 Grit Week from Bandon Dunes in Oregon.
Or St. Andrews.
That is definitely what's going to happen. Hank is going to make us just do golf for everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I can't resist it. Like, there's nothing I can do. You made an entire golf tournament so you could play in it. Fact.
No comment.
A 4-day golf event that Hank could compete in.
It's a grind.
Right. Okay.
I'm exhausted.
Jake.
Yeah, my Firefest was documented in real time. Speaking of golf, American Airlines lost my clubs for 24 hours.
Oh.
And it was scary.
Very scary.
So talk about a roller coaster of a month in terms of golf for me. First hole-in-one, first eagle, but I lost my clubs what I thought was maybe forever.
What was the scariest part of that?
Losing the club that I hit a hole-in-one with.
Oh,
I want to frame that.
Just wondering if it's okay.
Is it hard to rent lefty clubs?
They had one set.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like that's one of those. Lefties don't really have the best life in general.
No, well, they're witches. They can rent you a broomstick.
Yeah.
But fine.
That specific thing would suck because I would imagine there's not a lot of lefty rental clubs.
Yeah, but we're okay now. But it was very scary.
It's kind of weird that there's righties and lefties, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a whoa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why not just make everyone righties?
Or just ambidextrous.
Yeah. Yeah, why aren't we just all ambidextrous?
I am.
Well, they used to try to make everyone righties.
What?
They do. If you're left-handed, they just try
back
to
in
force
the
you to
day.
be right-handed.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
In desks at school.
Yeah.
You guys get that rest? I'm like this, and we get the smudge.
Yeah. What does it say about Ben Simmons that he tries so hard to be left-handed?
Yeah, it's true. He's trying to be different.
He's trying to be different.
Can't fit out, fit in.
Bro, just be a dude.
Yeah. All right. Great week. Again, MLB draft coming Monday. Dungeons and Dragons Friday. No show Wednesday. Then we're back to our regular scheduled Monday, Wednesday, Friday. July 14th will be the takeys. Look, here's the number right now, 4. I haven't touched it yet. Numbers?
69.
4.
18.
You're going to guess 4 again? All right, I'll guess 17. 20 for Max Shane. 11 for Shane. Memes 1. Have you ever gotten it? Okay.
Shane, have you got it?
Oh, shit. That's tough, guys. 84.
I feel like that one hit
84.
recently, huh?
84.
Let's see.
Love you guys.
New leader. 10 times.
Whoa.
all right.
84 been hot.
May 9th.
All right. See everyone on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Love you guys. The video of an orca that attacked a human being on the beach was not real. I'm sorry. I thought it was real, but it was actually not real.